Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders, teachers of Great Millstone, and the like-minded men who are not part of Great Millstone but are following the same doctrine. Salutations to the elect, Akim and Akwath, elect men, women, and also children, by Aftawada, a house of David, who are predestined to be saved in these last days. Surely in these last days, as you know, the prophecies are popping off like popcorn. The fact is, Yahweh Shai will return soon. Yahweh, Salakia. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, not Jehovah. His name is Yahweh, meaning He is, He to be, He exists. Yeah, Yahweh. And the true name of His only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. And He saves His salvation. He will deliver, Yahweh Shai will deliver His elect once He gets the order from the Father to return, to take this wicked place out, and to establish His kingdom of Yasharallah on the earth, a righteous kingdom. That will happen. Lord's willing, this soon. We're earnestly yearn for that day. As the hopeful elect, that's what we think about. So the end of this wicked Esau kingdom. What we're seeing is evidence on it of a daily basis. Wars, rumors of wars. Did a video yesterday. The prophecies like Revelation 13th chapter, 16th, 17th verse, cause of all, both small and great, which will pour to receive a mark in the right hand or the forehead, so that no man might buy or sell. That's paraphrasing. The mark is the charagma, which is a physical RFID microchip implant that will be implemented worldwide and will be made mandatory, because that's what the prophecies say, and that's what's going to happen. So today I'm just going to go into just a few articles, a couple of articles. One relating to the Sound of Freedom. If you don't know about it, Sound of Freedom is a Mel Gibson movie. I think it stars Jim Cavallio or something like that. Is the actor that played in the movie The Passion of the Christ. Yeah, and basically it goes into child you got to word it correctly, child transportation, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and how deep it goes, and how it goes, it's worldwide, and it goes into the deepest of places, most wickedest of places, to the elites, into Hollywood. Yeah, and these men are exposing it. But first, it's just a quick article here. Prophets of the Lord are exposing it first. Salakia. Yeah. There we are. There we are. This is a News Punch today. The article was. Both articles are from News Punch. Yeah. Church teachers, so-called white. Nobody is white. White is an invention of the nation of Edom. It came the term white people for the Caucasian or the Europeans who are biblically the Edomites was came into legislation in 1681 in Virginia. I got that information from Elder Malcolm, and the woman who brought that out is one of the sources is Jacqueline Battaloria. Got her book here. It specifically says 1681. That term white came into legislation in Maryland, Virginia. So nobody is white and nobody is black. We are the biblical nations. First nation Yasharallah, Israel, from the head tribe Judah, not in any specific order, down to Issachar. Judah being the Negros, Native Americans, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, and Mexicans, and got Puerto Ricans, so EPHRAIM. I usually put that actually a list of the tribes at the end of my lesson. So yeah, and those nations, so those Israelites may not look like those nations, but are of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm telling you this now. I have Israelites in my family, yeah, My cousin, who's an Israelite, even though he doesn't, he doesn't, I've told him whatever, but his last child got blonde hair, blue eyes. Simple as that. So Israelites will come in all shades because we are scattered throughout all the globe, the earth. Simple as that. So we get to this. Pupils at Church of England schools are reportedly being taught that they benefit from Edomite privilege, a report has found. Yeah, teachers from schools in the diocese of St. Edmundsbury and Ipswich have been told to teach their pupils that they benefit from systematic oppression of people of colour through racist policies and practice. Yeah, that's it really. Obviously we go into the scriptures in Deuteronomy that they shall be the head and we shall be the tail, amongst other scriptures of the curses in Deuteronomy 28:15 down to 68. Yeah, shows you that our curses. We're in this position because we're disobedient. We can go into redlining in the US. We go into when my granddad first came to the UK from Jamaica. Basically, the signs were no Irish, no blacks, no dogs, showing again that the Irish are, a lot of Irish are Israelites. So, but now it's come. What we're seeing is this. What we're seeing is with them teaching that to some pupils. People are talking about reparations, which is just BS. We don't want their money. Revelation 13th chapter 9th and 10 verses, is what we're waiting for. Don't know what that is. Read it, please. Ecclesiasticus, it's also known as the Book of Sirach, 41 and 7, straight to the point. Let start at 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. Technically, only Israelites can sin because only Israelites were given the laws. But as Esau Edom's taken on the book, taken on the scriptures as a form of trickery, as a form of deception, but no longer using it clearly, they're going to be held to the standard of the law of Yahweh Shemi Ashai. Simple as that, right? Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 41 and 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. And that's what they're doing now. And this is why they're teaching these things. This is why they're talking about reparations. And again, and they'll seek to please the poor, Job 20 and 10. Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to assuage or put off their punishment. Yeah. Put off their punishment, which is going to come. It's you reap what you sow, Galatians 6 and 7. Yeah. Jeremiah 13:16 comes to mind as well. But let me just get that. Jeremiah 13:16. Yeah. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. That is what's going to happen. Yeah, simple as that. Get me one more here. Shall they be utterly unpunished? Right, Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Shemi Ashai, behold, that they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. We have, from captivity to captivity because of our disobedience. Now we're in the last captivity, where we are now, the captivity under Esau Edom. Yeah, and as well, I'll get a scripture to see that it's the end of Esau's time and the beginning of Jacob's, right? And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Yeah, wow. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, that Bozrah, that's headquarters of Esau Edoms, and wherever they are now, Bozrah's US, wherever Edomites are, shall become a desolation, specifically the US, Babylon the Great, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. That's specifically talking about Babylon the Great, which is America. Perpetual, what's this word? So they can speak about, benefiting from so-called white privilege or from the past deeds of the father, because Yahweh Hashem Yashai requires that which is past. There's long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever and ever, everlasting. And America will be a memorial for desert creatures. Isaiah 34 goes into that. Yeah. 13 as well. And Jeremiah 49 as well, actually. 50 and 51. So, where are we? So we see that, no matter what they do, they can't put it off. It's going to happen. They're going to be in captivity, no matter what. So, the Church of England is committed to addressing racial injustice, and we encourage children in our schools to be courageous advocates for equality, whatever. We don't want to be equal with you people. Yeah. Most High divided the nations. Deuteronomy 32. Bear with me a second. Let me get this second story here. Okay. It's like, go this way. Mark Wahlberg, Hollywood P, yeah? I'm going to say it because these people get touchy at YouTube. Nowhere left to hide, yeah? Hollywood actor Mark Wahlberg told hundreds of people at a Sunday school meeting in Los Angeles that a small yet powerful group of Hollywood insiders has declared war on evil entertainment industry elites who traffic, in that. What's happening is, I'm going to go to the scriptures. I'm going to put these two articles in the description box, yeah? So, Lord's will, you can read them if you wish to, but I'm going to read the scriptures. Esau's being made bare, exposed on all levels. Isaiah 25:7, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Yahweh Shai is doing a wonderful work. Wonderful work. We've seen Esau Edom exposed on all levels. We've seen that Hollywood being exposed, the elites being exposed, the tongue falling upon themselves, Psalm 64:8. Yeah. But all we know, Jim Caviezel, Mel Gibson, and Mark Wahlberg could be Israelites. We don't know. It's not about skin color. It's about, the lineage, spirit, of the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yeah, and whether or not you go back to that line. Simple. Prove the Father. So Numbers 1:18. What Lord Yahweh Shai is doing as we speak is uncovering that the witchcraft of Esau Edom, the ability to deceive the nations, the ability to trick the people into thinking that they're this pious, great people, specifically their elites. Yahweh Shai is removing that veil. Yeah. Jeremiah 49. Beautiful thing, man. It really is. It really is. To see, and in the short time that I've on Yahweh Shemashah's life, I've had my eyes to be opened. I've seen so much. Yeah, but I have Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. And that's eventually what's going to happen. Yeah. Right. Eventually there will be not, but right now they're being exposed, like a naked woman with her skirts lift up, exposed. Yeah. That's what's happening. Yahweh Shai is doing a wonderful work. showing us who and what is going on in these last days. And 6. Right, here we are. And go straight to the point with these articles, yeah. Simple as, keep it simple, keep it basic. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And through the movies, recent movies, such as Sound of Freedom, I've not seen it yet, but people have spoken on it about what its contents are. Through basically the unicorn exposing Esau Edom, which is the internet, showing the people, showing specifically the prophets and the men of the Lord, what wickedness is going on and what prevails in this place. So the prophets, the men of the Lord, GMS and the like-minded men, can bring it out to the people, to help lift off that covering cast through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Yeah, it's an important thing, man. It really is. Call hello Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because at the end of the day, that man's sin has been revealed. So I'm going to go straight to the point in this as well. These scriptures here, specifically in Thessalonians, that I've touched on with all the precepts. Read the actual chapters, to get a good level of the context and understanding. So if we've not read them before, do your research, do your work. Speaking to myself as well as anybody else. 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For that mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who will let until he be taken out of the way. So Yahweh Shem Yahshai showing the mystery to Paul of who was the workers of iniquity, which in that time was Rome. And now we're in Rome 2.0. And Yahweh Shem Yahshai has allowed him that little season to achieve his purpose, to set themselves so he can bring them down, as it mentions in Romans 9:17. Yeah, he's leaving them until that time, until that boundary that they cannot pass, Job 14:5. And then he's going to take them out through Yahushai, returning. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So that's the prophets being on the highways and byways, saying through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai, who are the wicked and who are the ones who are bringing and destroying this earth. Simple as who the nations are, basically everything, really, with the truth about this life, the truth about our purpose, which is fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Simple. Ecclesiastes 12:13. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So when Yahushua returns, he's going to destroy Esau, Edom, and the nations, and take his kingdom. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. And this is what we're seeing now. Again, Yahweh Shemashah has given him certain power to achieve certain goals, so that when Yahushua returns, it's going to take him, they're going to put up a bit of a fight. 2 Esdras 13th chapter. But it's going to take 1 hour for Yahweh Shemashah to just complete the job. Revelation 18th chapter. Simple as that. Because this is it. 2 Esdras 6, 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? So what's going to divide time, separate one age from another? Or when shall the end of the first, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, meaning age, end of this age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So we're going to go from a wicked age of Esau to a righteous age with Yahweh Shemashai. Yeah. So with that, Lord's will, is edifying to the elect from the hopeful elect. I want to say Shalom, Abad Babar, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.